Podcast at kcaaradio.com.
KCAA.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Palm Trees in Progress Presents on NBC, KCAA, 106.5 FM and 1050 AM in the Inland Empire and worldwide on all streaming platforms. I'm your host, Eric Xavier Solosorio, and joined with us as always is the better half of the show, Andrew Berkeley Big Dog Tavares. Hey, so he's coming in a little glitchy. He's on location, doing a little remote show. Andrew, where you at right now, bro?
Bro, I'm out here promoting the show by the beach. Dude,
Right?
I'm out in Newport.
Near the beach, man. He's out here. He's out here, as the kids say. It's litty, no cap. He's out here. That's awesome, man. Well,
You think I should call it?
go on.
You think I should call it without video? You think that'd be better?
No, you're killing it. I love it. You look good. And for all the listeners, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Palm Trees in Progress Presents. As always, we got a great show planned for all you guys. We'll be chopping it up, going over some news articles that we skimmed and pretend to read, as well as talk about some recent viral videos. But before we do all that, we'll be introducing our guest, host of the Highlight One Radio on this station, NBC KCAA, on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. So if you guys probably tuned in yesterday at DJ7T1 Frank Parolo. But before we do that, let's catch up a little bit. So you're out there promoting the show, doing your thing, looking good. Also, you guys could tune in and see how sick Andrew looks on kcaaradio.com. Frank's looking sick with his mixing board setup, and there's a cat. There's a nice cat. Are we going to be able to see any more than one cat, Frank?
Remy, come here.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
Really?
That is an absolute yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's what the listeners have and viewers have to look forward to. There's two cats. It's a lot. Yeah, there you go. Let's go.
Where my cat's at?
Where my cats? Who let the cats out? It was not Baha, man. So Andrew, how you been? How you been? Gray. There's a gray cat. First was an orange cat.
I've been good, dude. I've been good, man. I don't know, man. It's been, 2 days since I've seen you last?
Ooh, yes.
Days?
We will probably get into us seeing each other last. There was a news article about some brunches and stuff like that and what SoCal's looking to do. But, he's churning. He's throwing on the shades mid-sentence. That was disrespectful.
When I was promoting the show, some Bacardi people came up and they gave me a couple of free shots. So,
oh, wow, man. They gave you free shots.
They did. They did. And free sunglasses.
So Bacardi people, I'm not exactly sure with this jargon. Bacardi people are what?
I got approached by them. They just tapped my shoulder and they're like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hi," and they had like a tray full of shots and they were like, "Hey, we're with Bacardi. We're trying to promote these shots and do you want a couple free shots?" I'm like, "Sure," and that was it.
Wow.
And then they were walking away. They're like, "Oh, do you want some free glasses too?" I'm like,
yes.
Yeah, I guess. And that was it. And that was it.
You know, this is what it must feel like to be like a hot chick. Someone approached you and you got free alcohol offered to you and you're like, "Oh, also, do you want these glasses?" I'm jelly, dude. I'm jelly.
You're so right. That definitely is probably how it feels. They're like, "Hey, I bought you a drink."
You also want these glasses? And so you know what? Let's bring on our guest. He's here sitting, stand live. Let's go ahead and bring on our guest, Frank Parolo. That was the air horns for Frank.
Palm Trees in Progress. How you doing?
Good. How about yourself, man? Thank you for taking the time and being part of the show. Appreciate that. I heard you had a pretty sick mix yesterday here. So for all the listeners, don't forget to tune into Highlight One Radio on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. on NBC KCAA.
Thank you for the shout out. Yeah, I had fun. I just dropped a mix and played some EDM music, and that was about it for my show yesterday, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. Usually we do a little more talk-oriented stuff about music or interview musicians, but yesterday I just wanted to do just mix.
That's right. The DJ in him's like, I gotta just hit these tables. He got a new controller. He's like, let's just go ahead and just kill it, and which he did. So awesome, man. Stoked for that. Why don't you let a little bit of the listeners also know some of your favorite guests you've had so far? I know it's a little bit more of a newer show.
Well, we had this one jerk on the show once. Totally messed it up. His name was Eric, I think.
Yeah, it's
I've heard of that guy. I've heard of him. He's a big time. He messes up a lot of radio shows.
No.
No, that was actually a really fun one. Eric is great at banter, which I really appreciate because on the show sometimes he'll hit like dead spots, and I have him. He helps me engineer my show a lot of times too, and he'll chime in when I get stuck. He chimes right in, has something good to say every time. So I appreciate that. Eric. That's one of the best guests. And then I think so far my favorite guest I've had though is Hillary Watson.
Oh, she was awesome. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, she does soul, like blues and soul singing, and which is totally like opposite of the kind of music I make, but it was amazing. She's just super talented. She was super charismatic, fun to talk to. Super appreciate her being on. So hopefully when she does another release soon, I can get her to come back.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's her off.
Yeah, shout out Hillary Watson again. She's from up there, right up the hill, as you guys call it, which I call a mountain.
Yeah, I think she just moved up here a couple of years ago. I met her when I was DJing a 5K run. I made the whole town mad at that 5K run, but made some good connections. So,
man,
Frank,
go.
How did you do that?
Let's go.
Well, it was in a valley at a park. And we got noise. It was early in the morning at like 5:30 a.m.
Oh yes.
And apparently the sound travels through the valley, and apparently I overinvested in speakers because we got people scream. Like all of a sudden, like when it was long enough to wake people up at 5:30, get them out of their bed, and to me, like 5 people show up at once in their cars screaming at me. Ooh. Everyone's calling the cops, and I'm like, okay, call them. Like, we're not doing anything wrong. Like, I just technically were supposed to wait till 8 a.m. for the noise ordinance, but we didn't have it that. But it was echoing through the valley, and we had noise complaints from quite literally over a mile away. So we toned it down until 8, and then once 8 o'clock hit, it's like, dude, if you don't want to hear, if you're not enjoying yourself at home, come on down and enjoy it with us at the park.
Yeah. Ooh, that'll definitely wake up someone better than some coffee right there.
Yeah.
It's 5:30 a.m. Some nice EDM. Let's go. Get me all. I'm hyped up. Just hearing about it.
Someone on the community page referred to it as rancid house music when they were complaining about it on one of our community Facebook pages.
That's probably the biggest compliment that anyone could say to me. Rancid house music.
Someone else posted a video, and you could clear as day hear the Tachami remix of "You Know You Like It" by DJ Snake.
I love it.
You can hear every word in the song and the beat and everything. He was like, I don't even know where he was, but he posted a video from his house. I don't even know where it was. So that was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys keep the combo going, keep it going real quick. I'm getting a phone call.
Oh, go for it. All right. So Frank, what is up the hill, as Eric said? Where's up the hill? Or up the mountains, as he said?
Wait, who is the hill? And we're asking them what's up? What?
Oh, sorry if I'm cutting out. Eric mentioned that you guys are up. Oh.
No, up the hill means I live in a mountain town called. Well, I'm in Rim Forest now, but it's right next to Crestline where I grew up.
Okay.
So it's up at it's only like a half hour from the radio station, but it's like 5,000 feet above sea level. So we get snow, and everything's on hills up here. It's like on a mountain. So it's pretty fun. I'm kind of close to Big Bear. I'm in the same mountain range as Big Bear, but Big Bear is about 45 minutes down the ridge from me. And but no, I love it up here. We got a giant snowstorm last year though that collapsed our supermarket. Did you hear about that on the news?
No, what? Never. No, I did not.
So I've lived here my whole life. I'm turning 27 this weekend, and I've lived here my whole life. We've never had more than 3.5 feet of snow. We got 10 feet last winter at once. Over the course of a week, we ended up with about 10 feet of snow. I had to shovel my roof off, so it was showing signs of collapsing.
No way.
Yeah, it was wild. It was sketchy.
Didn't you guys' local grocery store? It caved in as well, right? The roof of it.
Completely.
Oh, welcome to the show, Eric.
Hey,
Welcome to the show.
I'll let you guys know what I was doing right for the phone conversation.
He just mentioned that like a minute ago.
I thought I was tuning in. All right, I'll just shut up. Keep going, guys.
But yeah, so it was wild, but like it was still actually kind of fun too because there was so much snow. There was a lot of shoveling, getting the cars out. It totaled my roommate's car because the berm from the snowplow was so heavy that it crushed his windshield and it got full of water. The car. So he had to. They had totaled his car, and the insurance company handed it. It was like a brand new car too. It was like 2 years old. It was a new Civic. It was like 2021, and he now he had the Subaru, which is a little more snow oriented.
He prepared next storm now.
Oh, he's kind of going out right there. Yeah, but man, I know you guys. You got to post that photo of the Civic of your roommate Civic because it's like a 2000 what that got totaled.
I think like a 2021.
Yeah, a pretty new Civic. Those new model
year.
ones. Yeah, those ones that kind of look like a hatchback.
Yeah, one of the ones with the anti-theft devices.
So that's what we're gonna.
know about that.
So that's what we're gonna get into.
Frank did it first. Frank beat me to it.
You guys.
Frank beat me to it.
So, listeners and fans of the show, I'm sorry for taking a phone call during the middle of the show, and what I had to do was figure out my ride arrangements to get home from work. No, I didn't get a DUI. That's not why my car's gone. It's actually because my car got stolen for a second time at the same location. First time they got stolen, never found it. Bought like a replica of it with a better engine, little VTEC engine in there. I could say that now that the car's stolen. I think the first one was a 94 Accord, and this one was a 95. Got stolen. I had it for like 3 years. Got stolen out at the same location, and so luckily my family and loving my loving family over here at KCAA Radio have been helping me get to work. Thank you again, Frank. It's been picking me up, and big shout out to you, and shout out to Mark and Rick as well. Rick's actually gonna take me home today, so take me home tonight. Hopefully he doesn't expect a kiss goodbye, but if he does, it's not a deal breaker. It's definitely not a deal breaker. With gas these prices, dude, for sure. Give him 2 kisses.
He'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah, I'll give him 2 smooches. Yeah, for sure. So that's what I was securing the ride on the air. Sorry, guys.
Oh man, dude, that's
warming up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. The kids might say cray cray. Oh, yep. So, Frank, do you have a guest coming up for? Do you have a guest planned for this week's episode? This upcoming week, I'm sorry.
To be honest, I don't yet. I've been so busy this month, man.
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and plug the other business because
stay afloat with the DJ biz, and I'm doing 2 private events this weekend and then 3 next weekend, and it's so that's part of why I did a mix, this week, is I didn't have time to get a good proper interview planned.
Yes.
If you know anyone that wants to come on, send them my way.
Go ahead and slide in at DJ7T1's Instagram or Frank Parolo.
Yes, 7T1 Music. Number 7, music. Letter T, number 1, music is my IG. Or you can also go to Highlight One Radio on Instagram.
Awesome.
And,
I think we'll play some of your. Is there anything you want to play off of your 7T1 that's off of like the Spotify or streaming platforms?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we'll play one of those in a bit.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I'll text you one.
Shut up, Andrew. I'm talking to the guest.
Shut up.
Oh, shoot. Never mind. He came at me strong. Jeez, I did not expect that. It was.
It was
clap back. It was the Bacardi. It was from the Bacardi people. I don't know if that sounds like a hate like phrase. Bacardi people. I'm not gonna dive into that right now. But
don't trigger me.
Yeah. For listeners who may not know, that Frank Parolo is a bit of an entrepreneur out here in the IE. He hosts. He also owns his own DJ company, and they do weddings. Basically anything that you would need some sick noise for. DJ weddings, bar mitzvahs, quinceañeras. Also, an awesome photo booth owner as well. Has a bunch of photo booths for weddings as well, and all those kind of parties. And what else? What else you got going on? I know you do, dude. You're just killing it.
Yeah, so we specialize in like weddings and school dances and stuff, and then that's like my job part of it, which I also enjoy, obviously. But
Lakeside
the fun part of it is the clubs and the the more obscure events and stuff like that. Also, is a lot of fun. But it's a career and a hobby, and it all balances out to one fun life. But this month's just a very busy life.
Heck yeah, that's right.
So, I mean, it's Halloween coming up. You got any? Are you booked on the 28th yet?
I am booked the 28th.
Is it for a wedding? Is it for a goth couple's wedding?
I don't know how goth they are yet, but it is for a wedding.
Oh yes, dude! Blink-182's "I Miss You's" for sure going to be played somewhere there.
I did a photo booth at a Friday the 13th wedding last weekend.
Oh, how awesome!
Everything
Was
black. The bride wore a black dress.
Did they look like they shopped at Hot Topic?
Not really, but like they arranged their initials into like a pentagram.
Whoa!
Really taking it seriously. So.
Yeah. Are you sure it wasn't?
People, but,
are you sure it wasn't the Thrasher logo? Because I always get those confused. I hope they're not the same.
No, it was some logo they made, but it either just was a really weird coincidence that looked like a pentagram. It was made out of their initials. It looks like, what it looks like to me was a pentagram with goat horns at the bottom, but that was like the bottom of the J. So I don't know. So
Shout out to them. Shout out to them.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. They were a nice couple actually. They were really friendly and
they sound
the crowd was friendly, and I had a blast doing their photo booth. My friend Chad was DJing for them that night.
I don't know if you guys hear this. I don't know if you guys hear this. I had a request for this song tonight.
Oh man, the guest caller got their song in.
1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. Hit it once, no time. Set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah. Woo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Kid's getting it. He's getting it. He's getting it. He's getting it. Oh. That ain't no loose cat. That ain't no loose cat. That thing's tight. That tight moves. Let's go. We had a request to play that song. I forgot who. I don't care to remember. But how many songs do you play, like top 40 music songs that you have to play as a DJ that you're like, I hate this song.
You're over it.
Yeah, like
over.
Oh.
Because I'm sure there's a dance mix version of that Little Uzi Vert song that I just played. That you played, I'm sure.
Yeah, at the last wedding I did, they asked me to play the uncensored version of WAP.
Oh, did you have to go like to download or find it on like? Because was it part of your?
It was on their playlist actually.
Okay,
so
it was already in your library.
I did everything from a couple's playlist ahead of time to make sure I have their request downloaded just in case the Wi-Fi's funny.
Love this. And they came up. They said we haven't heard the unedited version of WAP. Granny.
Yeah, it came up like right before or right after Sweet Caroline. I don't remember when, but
perfect timing.
Caroline.
Granny Lucy really loves Cardi B, and she's been waiting for the song all night. She's gonna bust it open, whatever that means. I think that means dance. Yeah, man, definitely having a good old time, hanging with the boys.
Eric, name one song except for WAP and Sweet Caroline. What do you think is one of those ones that just, as soon as it's played, everyone's on the dance floor at the wedding?
Oh, it's obviously anything Bruno Mars touches. That funk you up. Uptown Gonna Funk You Up is a good one. I feel like you guys, right? Am I wrong off that?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, by Usher. That's one that I'm going.
Bam, 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 bam. Yes.
Another one that just gets the party going.
Yeah. What? You know what? I want to walk down. What song are you guys walking down to? Is that your decision as a
Walking down
guy?
the aisle?
Yeah, yeah. Is that a thing?
Pretty Fly for a White Guy by The Offspring.
Give it to me, Frankie. See, let's go, dude. Oh man, Offspring, huh? Good for them. Still doing their thing. Oh, Andrew's glitching again. He's chunking. He's chunking.
Uh-oh.
There he is.
chunking?
He's back. He's
Is that
back
what you
again.
said?
And he's chunking. He was chunking, but he's back again.
I'm back. I'm back and I'm better. I don't know what's up with this Wi-Fi, man. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
to
You've actually been pretty cool. It hasn't been that bad.
Not bad. Thank you for giving me that one.
Yes, yes.
But
Before we get into some, oh yeah, go on. I'm sorry, Andrew. Do you want to hit it?
no, you're good. You're good. I was just trying to think about a song, but I can't think of a funny one off the top of my head. So let's continue on to the next topic.
We're trying to have a real conversation with the boys about what we want at our weddings. My guys. Don't be trying to be funny, Andrew. This is a real conversation with the boys. Let's go.
There's a song I found that is from. I found it on a video where they overdubbed Barney, and he was talking all gangster, but then he's playing this song called "Shake That Butt," and I don't remember. It's like 2 a.m. or I forget the name of the artist, but anyway, my roommate's son. For the past year, I played that when they first moved in like a year ago, and now like still he goes, "Shake that butt, shake that butt," like, constantly.
That kid sounds like a genius. I like his style. He gets it already.
Oh, he knows what's up.
Yes.
He's a big DJ.
Yeah.
His dad's a DJ too. My roommate Danny, he's a good guy. He's a
Awesome.
DJ.
Yeah. Danny's a cool dude. Heck yeah.
Everyone in the house DJs now.
Awesome.
What?
He
That's
dragged
awesome.
Lewis into it. He drank the Kool-Aid, man. He just bought like $1,000 mixer the other day, and
He drank the Kool-Aid. I love the fact about how you talk about it. That's awesome. You know, Frank doesn't have any addictions or anything like that. He's except for one thing I would say. Gears, like his equipment on like controllers, speakers. He is addicted. He's a gearhead, as the community might refer to as. Just controllers on controllers, synths upon synths. Like he said, he said he over-invested into speakers. I think he made that joke earlier. Frank, I gotta ask you, have you stopped investing into speakers since that?
I got bigger ones.
Yes, exactly. My guy.
Louder.
Yes, he is just the party guy. I do love that, and I love how you're like someone who's like, hey, no, you know, people who have like substance problems. They're like, no, you don't want none of this part of this, man. It's a problem for me. You, on the other hand, is like, Daniel, come on, man, let's go ahead, get a part of this, get you hooked up on this. Oh man, I love that. One of my favorite guests that you've had on your show, Highlight One Radio, which is on Tuesdays at 7 p.m., was your friend DJ. I'm sorry, I forget his name. He did a cool set.
Oh, Nod Noise?
Nod Noise. Andrew, you would have loved. Yes, yup.
He's good.
Yeah, you would have loved the noise, dude. You would have loved the Nod Noise. A lot of oldies, and then just, you know, the way he was scratching and cutting was really sick.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So, are we able to watch any of that anywhere? Can we get that on KCAA radio.com or?
Yeah, you can look up the past episodes on KCAA radio.com, Highlight One Radio. And Andrew, I'm sorry, Frank, do you have any of the clips on your YouTube or Instagram yet?
Yeah, I have the first few episodes are up on YouTube already. The ones where they do mixes, I'm not really able to post the YouTube clips as
Via
much
the
because
music
they
and
don't know
stuff.
we're a licensed radio station on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I have the first couple interviews up on the first three, I believe, are up on my Highlight One Radio YouTube channel.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Heck yeah, I might be able to find something like that in a bit for some clips of that episode. But yeah, I got that 71. Is there anything you want to play? I see you got Endeavor, Signs, Energy, Laser Beam Shapes. Is there anyone that you're
Do you see one called In the Zone?
Oh, I'm sure I'll find it.
It's on a different album. It's on the Another World EP.
Another World EP. Why don't you plug some of the listeners where they might be able to find all your music, by the way, before we play this?
You can find it on pretty much any streaming platform. All the major ones: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music. If you look up the number 7, the letter T, the number 1, no spaces, 71. Or if you tell Siri just to play I don't know, Life Forms by 71. That's one of my songs. She'll pull it up.
Yeah, well, hopefully you talk to Siri by saying please and thank you, Mr. Rude.
I smack Siri.
Yeah, I did see that the other day. I was like, Frank, doesn't that hurt your knuckles? He's like, nah, they're calloused at this point. And I was like, it's cool, dude. And he put on some sunglasses.
I'm just kidding. Domestic violence is not okay.
He put on some sunglasses right after he said that.
Yeah, Eric, what are you doing?
He put on sunglasses. He put on some Bacardi sunglasses right after he smacked the phone and said, it's cool. And then, these are from Bacardi people. And I was like, whoa, dude, you're going to get canceled. What song off of Another World?
In the Zone.
In the Zone by 71 off Another World album. In the Zone 71. Palm Trees in Progress presents Jaman. That was 71 with In the Zone off Another World project, available on all streaming platforms. 71. Thank you, Frank, for being a part of the show. Man, it's a sick jam. I've never done Molly before, but that song makes it seem like it might be all right. Just kidding, guys. Don't do drugs. We are sober as cobras around here.
That's the kind of song where one guy with nunchucks takes on like 20
yeah, no.
Russian mob men.
I love it.
In slow motion.
I love talking
That's
to artists
beautiful.
like you because you have a vision which matches the music perfectly. That's exactly what I saw when I heard that. I was like, oh yeah, dude. So just cracking people left and right. Also, that was on like Grand Theft Auto 5's like EDM sound radio, right? Because it definitely sounds like something that would have been.
Well, I hear they're working on Grand Theft Auto 6, so
Get at me. Get at him, baby. Get at him. Let's go. 71. Lakeside DJ Services. Highlight One Radio. Let's go. And thank you for all the listeners for tuning in to Palm Trees in Progress presents on NBC KCAA in the Inland Empire and worldwide on all streaming platforms. We are here with Frank Perello and Andrew Berkeley Big Dog Tavares as always. You know what's funny is he hates his nickname. He hates the Berkeley Big Dog Tavares. What are we going for right now? I know you have a hot take as well, Andrew, but yeah, didn't you have a hot take?
Time and place. But no. I only like it when you say it.
Thank you. For the listeners, he is my cousin, so that tension you're getting
when it comes off your tongue, it just sounds a lot better.
I hate this. Thank you. Oh man, Frank, you having a good time, man?
I am.
I'm sad your cat's not in the frame anymore.
I love talking crap with you, Eric.
I do. It's all
honor off the radio.
Yes, it is. You know what? I'm gonna let you guys know right now. Frank makes a lot of your mom jokes. You know, he bullies. This is actually why I wanted to bring him on the air, to drag him and cancel him. He makes me cry every time he bullies me. He cyber bullies me in real life. I don't know how you do it. He's like, your mom.
Does he bully you like your mom does?
Shoot, both you guys. I hate you. Oh, hold on. We're getting a caller real quick. Hold on. KCA Radio.
Bet you was his mom.
Mom, I'm sorry. No. She's mad. She's mad at me. She's not happy. Oh, man.
Oh, just kidding. Now she's calling Frank. That
is your Tia. That is your Tia. All right.
Hey, it's not my fault. You know, Frank was giving you a ride, and I guess something happened along one of those.
Yeah, you know, it's so crazy. He knew the address before I gave it to him. I was like, how'd you know where my mom's house was, bro? He's like, I just guessed. Anyways, look how Frank is so politically correct. He's like, I'm not saying anything. I'm trying to book weddings here. I'm trying to keep the show going. No comment, as he might say. As
a professional would do. As a professional would do.
Dang, dude, this guy rules. Frank freaking rules, dude. Should we get into some news?
Go for it.
With a sigh. I almost like an almost audible sigh. Yeah, I guess let's just go for it, I suppose.
So let's get off the your mom topic.
All right.
Always let's get off the your mom topic when his mom won't get off me.
Oh, and there he is. His True Colors shows. His True Colors show. I'm glad my mom doesn't tune in. She'd be crying. The news on palm trees and progress. This just in. We are doing the news. All right. So here's one that I kind of wanted to get into while we have time. California bottomless brunch restaurants are charging a vomit fee. Several California restaurants have introduced a $50 vomit fee, which to me does not seem nearly enough for me to have to clean vomit. If I'm working at a restaurant getting paid minimum wage and having to clean that, but for customers who who cannot control their alcohol consumptions during bottomless mimosa brunches, kitchen story on yeah.
Sorry, so you have to pay for the vomit now?
Yes, it used to previously come free, but now, yeah. So there is.
Wow. There goes my weird fetish.
I'm engineering in here. Hush. Hello, guys. Good to see y'all. Keep on kicking ass on the show. It's great. So bottomless restaurants I've actually seen that happen in a buffet.
Oh,
I
okay.
actually have. This was years ago.
Let's go.
Big old guy comes in, sits and eats and eats and eats and eats. And they say, you can't get any more. And he says, I can still eat some more. So he ate some more and he just all over the place.
Did you know if he was having champagne with that buffet as well?
I don't think so.
Oh, see, so even just without the alcohol, he was still chunking over. But Andrew, we were just at a brunch, a nice little champagne Sunday brunch on Sunday. How many champagne flutes did you have?
You know what? I didn't know it was bottomless, but if I did, which is probably a good thing I didn't know that it was bottomless, I probably would have had one too many for sure. I think I only had maybe 3 glasses. I was sipping on some beer, but if I would have known, I could have paid $20 to have all I can drink for the entire time we were there. I would have done that. I don't know why nobody told me about that.
Oh, well, I guess Andrew doesn't know how to read menus at Rodrigo's. There was a brunch menu, bottomless mimosas included. I think I got mine for like $15, which makes me question the alcohol that I'm drinking. So I only had like about 2 of them, but I've definitely had like mimosa brunches in like Laughlin, Nevada. For an instance, is they always have those like ones at the buffets as well, and we went. I went with a couple friends, and we were supposed to get some jet skis. So we're like, oh, let's go hit the brunch first, have a couple mimosas. It's included. And after the brunch, we probably called it like 11:30 or 12. We're like, let's go to our rooms real quick. We didn't wear our swim trunks and swim gear, so we all went to our separate rooms. All of us took naps. All of us took naps in Laughlin. Woke up about 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Too late to pay all day for the jet skis, because it's usually a flat rate for all day, and you have to bring it back around 7 p.m. So I will tell you, mimosas stopped me from getting some nice jet skis that weekend. We didn't make it to those. Man, that was the most expensive freaking nap I've ever taken in my life. On vacation, taking a nap midday.
That's the worst though. Maybe that's why you do bottomless. I prefer day drinking. I'm not gonna lie. I prefer the day drinking.
I can tell you're getting older. I can tell you're getting older, Andrew. Yep, because I feel like that's okay. Go on. You never liked partying at night, even when you were in Berkeley or in San Diego.
No, dude. I loved being able to have the rest of my day after the nap.
Right.
The night.
Okay. Frank is not much of a drinker at all, but no shame, bro. Much love. Some of my best friends don't straight edge and don't drink or smoke or anything like that, and I use them purely for, designated driver, and not for their friendship and years of loyalty. None of that.
That's what my Tinder profile said once. Said, I don't drink, but I can be your designated driver.
Oh, you know what? What other one of my favorite Tinder bios you had that you told me about? What was it like?
Oh, God, you're gonna get me in trouble.
Was it Okay. I'm sorry. We don't have to get into it.
Let's go for
mattress.
Let me think. I had a couple that were pretty good.
There was something about your next mattress is free or something like that.
Oh, I forgot about that one. I'll beat anyone's advertised date or your mattress is free.
Pretty good. I feel like there's another one you could be like, you're gonna like the way you look with me. Yeah.
I gotta tell that.
Hey,
I haven't done that one. I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah. Hey, man, it's all to you. You know what? I think I've said this multiple times on the show, but a great pickup line, and I've told my friends too. I am not single anymore, but a great pickup line for the dating apps and all that stuff. For me, which 110% worked, was when you guys match on anything, you guys say what I would say is, "Hey, nice to match with such a catch." Fish on a line emoji, like yourself, smiley face.
My greatest pickup line is saying, "Hello, I'm Rick from KQLH Radio." Works every time.
Let's go. 110% success rate. Oh man.
Dude, he's got the perfect radio voice.
Yeah, Rick kills
I
it.
wish
Shout out
you
to
could push-
Rick the Ruler. Hey, Rick, what time is your hour block? Let's plug it real quick for all the listeners. I'm sorry. Let's plug in your.
Oh no, I'm a 4 hour, 6 till 10 a.m., 92.5 FM. Sometimes taping Angel Baby on the Friday night show when
Yeah.
we do live remotes and everything. But KQLH Radio.
Boop, boop, boop.
And KQLHradio.com. It's the cousin station of KCAA, which has some of my greatest friends here working. You know, there's Franco-American and everything, and my good friend here, Eric, who I am his Uber tonight.
Yes, he is.
I'm going to Uber him. And
You missed your shout out earlier. I actually gave you a shout out.
Oh, I appreciate
You
it.
did.
No, actually tonight I was in Riverside, and I ran into a listener, and she's actually a minister of a church. Her name is Pastor Della, like Della Reese. And she says, I listen to your show because you don't do anything dirty on your show. And that's from a pastor of a church. So it's like, okay, well, I have to change that tomorrow morning then.
Rick, that was a good one.
Let's
I was
go.
just about to say.
Oh, they love you here, Rick. They love you. Oh man, good stuff. And what you
Eric-
got? What's that?
I was gonna say, any way you could pull up that picture that I just sent, what a brunch mimosa does to you?
Hashtag what a brunch mimosa does to you. Yeah, I'll get everyone.
I hit your email with it and your text message with it. So
Oh,
let the listeners see what you look like with a mimosa in hand. I want Frank to see this. And Rick.
Okay. Well. Let me see. Am I gonna share? Okay, I'll throw it. I'll throw it for the viewers to see. So it'll be via the
The interwebs.
the interwebs.
Nice.
And
nice,
then,
yes.
do we want it to take
Frank took a picture
over?
of him on Sunday, he was sitting across the table from me, and Eric's like, just sitting there, just looking all like cute with holding his glass of
This is my
champagne.
cousin, by the way. Thank you.
He's just holding his glass of champagne, and I'm holding a beer, and I'm like looking at him like, what are you doing? he's just smiling, looking happy. I'm like, dude, you look so happy right now. Can I take a picture of you? So I snapped a picture of him with his mimosa, and I believe he put a drop of orange juice in there. There was no orange juice.
orange juice. We asked for something and we're like, it took forever for the champagne to come around. So I'm like, I'm not gonna wait for this again. All right. Here it is on the quick. It's there. It's on the screen. Now let me try to fade us in over. A thumb up. Definitely chopped up. Looking like a total babe, some might say. And the some is me.
We need to send it to Frank. We need to send him a picture of it. Can you text him that picture?
Oh yeah.
Pulling it up on
Oh, there you go. Do you see it?
it'll be up soon.
He looks good.
I'm rocking a nice little shake junt shirt, a thumbs up. Shout out to Grandpa, looking cool, and my Theo George.
You look like a kid in a candy store, Eric.
Well, Evan,
You look like a kid in a candy
he
store.
does.
I was endless mimosas, baby. Get at me, let's go. Oh man,
And for $1 a day, you can help this guy get a ride home. We're gonna start a GoFundMe for a new car for him.
you know what? Forget my new car. I want to go fund me for my skateboard, my toy machine board. I had just put together like 3 weeks prior.
No, the one you got for Christmas.
The one I got for Chris. I think I got it even worse, dude. No. For my birthday. I got it for my birthday, even
birthday
more
in July,
recently.
July.
In July,
Damn.
yeah. But
Oh, Eric, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That was in there too.
yeah, you know what? So
Yeah.
it's fine. It's just sometimes when I'm like, I want to kind of get stress reliever. It's a nice little stress reliever. You know what I mean? Get a nice little skate session and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm for sure bummed out about my car being stolen. I don't want to sound whack, but I feel like it was super unchill of those people to steal my car. I don't want to sound like a hater. It was just a little unchill of them.
Yeah. Definitely don't hate on those guys, right?
Yeah. I just,
Yeah.
I don't want to sound whack.
bad.
Not the coolest. But, so
Yeah.
every once in a while, I'm like, oh, maybe I just skate and, go get my, hit some tail slides or no slides. And then I can't because I haven't bought a new board yet.
Well, I know where you can get a new board.
Inconsiderate board shop. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's
There we
go.
go.
All right, man. So have you ever been anywhere and seen anyone throw up at a mimosa brunch? Andrew?
Yeah, I have.
Frank?
I have. I don't know if you're asking me or Frank, but I have.
Open
and-
I
question
don't
for the
think I've
room.
ever been to a mimosa brunch. I must live under a rock or something. Dude. You guys are talking about like it's a common thing. I've never been to a mimosa brunch.
Dang, dude, you are. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Dating scene?
It's not that I wouldn't go. I mean, I would just substitute the mimosas for more buffet brunch stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, a buffet. Yeah, I prefer the food at mimosa brunches. I want food. I get so hungry at brunch when we're waiting for these mimosas. I'm like, dude, I just want to eat. And yes, I'll drink because I paid for it already, but I care about the food more.
Yeah, El
definitely
Torito.
want the
I
food
never
more.
cared much for El Torito's all-you-can-eat brunch. The buffet, the food's pretty whack. At least the one in Riverside that I would go to, and I'm like, it's obviously Andre Champagne, so I just was never a big fan of El Torito's. But at least Don Jose's, you get a little bit. I mean, it's actual plate, but it's a little bit more quality there, I would say.
No, that's fair. There was actually one time, dude, I went to a brunch down in San Diego, and my friend, he had too much to drink. Well, but I mean, also the champagne just gets your stomach like
Sounds like a
bubbling.
brunch. It sounds like a brunch mimosa. It sounds like some brunches.
Oh, it was, dude. And this guy, I go to use the restroom, and we hadn't seen him for a while, but I walk into the restroom, and I was the first one, and he went running to the restroom, I guess. He did not make it into the toilet. It was all
Oh!
over the entranceway. It was all over the entrance to the stall.
With California's
all
new
over the
law,
toilet.
he'd owe
It was bad.
$50. He would owe $50.
Oh, he easily should have owed $50.
Oh
So
my
then,
gosh.
somebody taps him on the shoulder, or someone taps one of my other friends. They didn't know that a guy that was a part of our party had just thrown up and did all that mess. So a person that was a waitress asked him, "Hey, do you know who did that in the bathroom?" He's like, "No." He's like, "I don't." He's like, "But I think it was that group next to our table." He didn't know. He truthfully didn't know. So then they go and they walk up to a random person that they just saw come back from the bathroom, and they just start telling him. And the table's right next to us, and they start telling him, "Your party's got to go. All of you guys are gone. You guys all have to get kicked out." And we're just sitting there watching this group get kicked out next to us. And it wasn't until they completely cleared that table, my friend's like, "Dang," he's like, "I think I just got them kicked out." And we're like, "Why?" He's like, "Well, that waiter asked me if one of my friends threw up, and I didn't know them, so I said it was that guy, but like I didn't know." And then they just believed me, and they just kicked out the entire party. And then the other friend of mine that I'd already seen do the throw up, he puts his hand up. He's like, "Dude, that was me."
You know what? I do gotta say, plot twist, maybe. Possible plot twist. What if that guy threw up in the restroom too? Because no one said, "No, that wasn't us." Like, no, none of the people were like, "Yo, we didn't throw up in there, dude." Like, nah, it wasn't us. It's plausible to believe both parties were culprits.
Oh, they definitely were not. The ones that were getting kicked out, they were not happy about it. They were definitely putting up some sort of like, what's happening? Like everybody was questioning this person. And we were looking at them like,
Whatever, we're not gonna pay for our bill then.
I felt so bad after the fact. My friend told me after the fact, and then the one that threw up was like, "Yeah, I know it was you." He's like,
Horrible.
I didn't know that everyone else knew. I was like, I was trying to sneak this by.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Oh man,
Definitely owed $50.
Yeah, before we got to get out of here, Andrew, speaking of that champagne mimosa throw up thing, this past Sunday when we were at a brunch, I guess we do know someone that threw up. We don't have to throw any names, but do you want to tell me about your experience in the restroom?
That was before it even started.
That was before the brunch started. But was that before the drinking started in the day?
He was one beer deep in the day, but that was one beer.
All right, I didn't know
ahead,
I
bro.
didn't know your people's sponsor, but we don't, like we said, we don't have to throw people's names. But tell about your experience seeing people throw up at this brunch we were at.
Yeah, well, I guess if the listeners want to listen to more throw up stories, but yeah.
This
So
is
on
the
Sunday,
best.
as soon as we got to the restaurant, we had just came back. We had like a family celebration of life or a birthday for our grandmother who passed away, and
Rest
then
in
so we
peace,
go
Teresa.
to the brunch restaurant, and I have to go use the restroom real quick right as soon as I get there. So I get there, I go use the restroom, and I see somebody walk up, and it's a hot day, dude. It's probably like 87 degrees, almost 90 degrees.
In Riverside,
There's only
yeah,
one
it's probably
person-
like 90, dude.
Yeah, it was probably 90, and I only know one person that wears jeans on a hot day, and that's our cousin. That's our cousin. And I see some feet walk up to the stall that I'm standing at, and I'm like, "Oh, some Vans and jeans." I'm like, "Oh, that's probably our cousin." And so then he knocks, and I'm like, I don't say anything, and then he just opens up the stall next to me, and all of a sudden I don't hear anything, and he's just standing. I see the way he's standing by the toilet, and it's the quietest throw up I've ever heard from a person. I was like, either one, this person's peeing really weird and they have a problem, they should probably get checked out, or two, this guy's throwing up and I can't even tell. So I'm not sure. So I start like, the person finishes, our cousin finishes, and I open the door for my stall, like I finished, and I want to go say hi. I just want him to know that I was right next to him. And I open it up real quick. I'm like, hey, you good in there, man? And he's like, he's like, shoot. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm good. I'm like, all right. He's like, I hope you're good. And then I go out to the dinner, or to the table where we're eating, and he's like, hey. He's like, yeah, that would be you, just standing there. I'm like, bro. I was like, were you throwing up? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, you're the quietest person I've ever heard throw up. I was like, I couldn't even tell.
Technique.
Like, that was weird. I was going to ask if you have a problem peeing.
Thank you again for all the listeners for tuning in to Palm Trees in Progress Presents on NBC KCAA, 106.5 FM and 1050 AM in the Inland Empire and worldwide on all streaming platforms. I'm your host, Eric Xavier Solosorio, and joined with us as always is Andrew Berkeley Big Dog Tavares, and our special guest today was Frank Perolo, DJ 7T1 on all streaming platforms, and Lakeside. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher that. Frank, let's give it.
Lakeside DJ Services.
Lakeside DJ Services for all your DJ sound needs, and don't forget to hit them up for some nice photo booths too. Some of the best. When I was running the photo booths for you, dude, still got some of those cool photos of just you and me when we do like the practice, just to make sure it's printing out correctly, and we do like a back-to-back Lethal Weapon. Guns in the air, little pretend guns in the air back to back. Yeah, my lady gets a little jealous about it. We don't have to get into it now, but she's jealous. You get that vibe. We got about 2 minutes before we have to get out of here. Frank, do you want to say anything before we have to go?
Oh, what do I want to say? I want to say thank you, Eric. I appreciate you bringing me on. It's always I kind of stood back on this when you guys had your thing. It was funny. But I appreciate you, and have a great evening, and thanks a lot, man.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show, man. We're grateful to have you on, and anytime you want to come on and promote something, man, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, dude, Frank, I want you to come on and do a mix. That'd be sweet. I really want to get a DJ on our show and mix, man. That'd be sweet.
There you go. Let's do that. Andrew, you want anything to say before we got to get out of here?
No. I want to thank Frank again. Thank you for taking the time out of your day, dude, to come and be on the show. And that's awesome. You're doing on all your entrepreneurship stuff. Eric, love doing the show with you every week, dude. Shout out to Rick.
Shout out to Rick. Whoop whoop.
Make sure this cutie gets home.
Yes.
Thank you for getting him this cutie home.
Yes, thank you so much. Oh man, you know what, Andrew? Do you remember we actually talking with a celebrity? I don't know if you remember that we're talking to a celebrity right now that's been on the show before, and we've not only has he been on the show, some of his footage has been on the show after him being on the show. Bear Talk.
Oh.
Bear Talk. He was in Close Encounters with the Bear. Remember that one? How was that? How was that for you, Frank? We got like 30 seconds, but was it believable? Was it barely believable? We're going to post that video on our story.
Do it. Please do it. I want to see it.
Oh, you're talking about that.
Yes, friend.
Oh, yeah, I got on the news. I got chased by a bear.
My boy got chased by a bear. He got on the news. We're for sure throwing that on our air.
We love bears.
Send me that link. Send me that link.
What is it?
KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM. The station that leaves no listener behind.